Hi friends, I'm Jules. Welcome to Jules Reads. This is going to be my weekly wrap up, fourth week in March. I think the week started on 3/24. What is today? 3/30. Tomorrow's the 31st, last day of the month. I finished one book this week, and that is Prophet Song by Paul Lynch, and I did not like it. I realize it's not taking place during the 80s, as I said in my previous video, but it is during a time of unrest in Ireland, and I just found it boring. And to be honest, I half paid attention to it. I don't even know if I should include it as if I actually finished it because I was not paying attention. I did do the audiobook, so I don't know if the narrator had something to do with it, but I also don't think I could read this physically because there's no paragraphs. And there's very little chapters, and that stuff just, I don't get along with. I don't know if it's my attention span, my patience, and this is loved by a lot of people. It won the Booker Prize of 2023, so probably don't trust my opinion on this, but I was not a fan. All right, and that was our book club pick for March in my in real life book club pick. Going real well. Okay, let's get into what I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading actually our February book club pick, which I'm a little late on it, is Welcome to the Hunam Dong Bookshop by Wang Bo Room. I'm liking this. It's cozy, and I mean, most readers, if you're a reader like we are, you want to open a bookshop. Like, that's the dream, isn't it? I just want to open a bookshop and travel. Can I just do that? And like a coffee shop, wine bar, you know, the whole thing. But I'm not very far in it at all. I'm only on page 11, so I can't really talk too much about it yet, but I liked those 11 pages. The other book I'm physically reading is A Botanical Daughter by Noah Medlock, and isn't that a pretty cover? I really like it. It's gothic. It's like a queer couple, like old men that live in this kind of weird gothic-y, garden-y, earthy greenhouse type vibes. I'm like imagining all of that, just almost like in a conservatory that's really run over with greenery that's not well taken care of, but it's kind of a fantasy. So that part I'm a little, because I don't really read fantasy, but I'm liking it. And this was somebody's favorite of the year, one of their favorites, Willow with Willow Book Talks. I can't remember their actual YouTube name, but I'm getting along with it. And the chapters are short and the font is a good size. So there's that. And then the book I'm listening to on audio is called The Stolen Hours. And that's the third book in the Alan Eskins Joe Talbert series. And I'm really liking it again. This is my third book in less than a month probably that I've read from Alan Eskins on audio and love it. This one's a little different where we're not getting much of Joe Talbert in it at all. It's definitely more so his girlfriend side of things. She is just becoming a lawyer, just graduated from law school, and she wants to be a prosecutor. And then the flip side to that, it's about a serial killer. And it's not really told from his perspective, but in the audio, it does flip to as if he is voicing the audio, the book. So it feels like it's from his perspective in the book. I love the audiobooks of these books. They take place in the Twin Cities, which is where I'm from. I'm loving them. I have no complaints about them. They're a fun mystery, a little bit thrillery, but good heart in them as well. I think it's great writing. I'm really enjoying them. And then that's it for books right now. For movies and TV, I do have a few things to talk about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dope Thief. And this is that on Apple? I'm really liking it. It's intense. Again, I'm kind of thinking of Peaky Blinders, how intense that was. This is pretty intense, and there's some dark stuff in it, but there's also some good humor in it. And it is about a guy who started, him and his buddy were faking that they were DEA agents and doing busts on these houses, but then they were just stealing all the cash and the dope and the guns and all that stuff. But then he steals from the wrong people and they're coming after him, and then the actual real DEA get involved. So there's a lot of thrillery suspense type stuff happening. We're really enjoying it. Then we started the last season of What We Do in the Shadows. We love that show. It is quirky and dorky. Those are the two words I can think of. And it comes from the mind of Taika Waititi. I love him. And he was in the original movie. Him and his co-creator, I think, did the original movie. And then this is their TV show, the spinoff. They're in the 6th season. I think this is the last season. I love the show. It's about vampires, but they're just kind of dumb vampires. It's really good. And then 28 Weeks Later I had watched 28 Days Later a little while ago, and I watched 28 Weeks Later. If you're not into zombies, you will not like it. I liked it. I like zombie crap and dystopian crap, although I did not watch, what was the big one on TV? Walking Dead. I wasn't a fan of that just because I could only handle so much zombie stuff. I don't want to see it over and over and over, which I know there's a lot of heart in that show as well, but I just didn't watch it. But I'm looking forward to 28 Years Later. It's coming out this year, which is why I watched it in anticipation for that coming out. And then I started I think it's called The Residence. It's on Netflix, and it is like a Sherlock Holmes, or what is it reminding me of? Oh, Clue, the movie Clue, and also Only Murders in the Building. It has those like quirky detective vibes, investigation, mystery, funny. It's really good characters, really good acting. I'm really enjoying that. I think that I'm only on episode 2 or 3, so I need to get through that. They're half-hour episodes, so it's really easy, but I need to finish that. And then we watched, this is the last one, and it's a highlight for me because it was probably my favorite movie of last year, which it'll actually probably be on our Christmas newsletter as my favorite of this year. Maybe we'll see what else comes out, because I hadn't seen it yet when I wrote my newsletter for last year. Yes, we do a weird newsletter. And it's A Complete Unknown. It's the one with Timothée Chalamet, and he's portraying Bob Dylan in the 60s. Love it. The music is amazing. The acting is incredible. I will say that Timothée Chalamet and Edward Norton, they should have won the Oscars, in my opinion. I have not seen The Brutalist, but I did see A Real Pain, which Macaulay Culkin was great. But I do think Edward Norton deserved to win the Oscar for his role. But we love that, and it's free on Hulu right now if you want to check it out. But that is my weekly wrap up for the last week in March, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.